What's happening? Big Shave reporting for duty. Welcoming you back to another episode of the Yellow Cafe Podcast. And this morning, I hate to do it. But the time has come, bro. We just have to talk about it, bro. My support for Deion and his primetime antics and Shador is running slim, bro. It's running very slim. I've been trying my hardest, bro. But I've been seeing things headed in this direction for some time now, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of mad at myself for not jumping out and making the video initially when I told myself to make it. When I saw things in Deion that I just wasn't too pleased with. Now, don't get me wrong. There is nothing that you can tell me about Deion Sanders, the player. Deion Sanders, the father. Hardly anything you can tell me about Deion Sanders, the man, even though I know there may be some personal things in his life that his wife or other females may beg to differ. I don't know. I don't know all that business, and I'm not going to look for all of that business because it's not my business. So I'll only speak about what has been heavily presented to me publicly. You get what I'm saying? But see, when Deion was getting a lot of, let me take you back a little bit. And I hesitated to make this video months ago, or even a year ago, because Deion was on the rise at this point in time. And I saw a lot of my people surrounding him and backing him, as they should. Even though I don't like my people just backing people that's of our hue just because they're of our hue. You understand what I'm saying? You still have to stand for something. You still have to represent something. You still have to be in alignment with what's right for our people. I'm not just going to support you just because. But even when he was at the HBCUs coaching and stuff like that, I was backing him because I saw the trouble and the pushback that a lot of Europeans were giving him. Even some of our people, but a lot of Europeans were hating on him and giving him a lot of pushback. But I backed him because I said, you know what? I think he can do something with these kids, with these programs, with these football programs. But even then, I just saw certain pride in him that I just felt shouldn't be in a professing Christian. Now, see, some of you are not going to have an issue with what Deion does because you're looking at it from the flesh. But see, I'm always going to be looking at something in the spirit from a Christian point of view, especially once you start claiming to be Christian. Now all eyes are on you. Speaking of which, all eyes on me. We're going to get to that a little later in the video. That's absurd as well, but we're going to get to that a little bit later on in this video. But the things that we're about to see are just absurd. For a Christian man, for a coach, for a man, period. I just can't back these things. And see, I didn't want to get out on this stuff too early because I didn't want my people to just start jumping on me saying, oh, well, you just hating on him, you're doing this, you're doing that. No, bro, but it's like just because something is black, I can't just back it. And I was backing him. I was backing him, and I'm still backing him. But you got to get right. You got to get right, Prime. You got to get right, bro. Like, if you were just doing what you were doing just as a coach, as a man, that's one thing. But you want to bring Christ's name into, now I got a problem with you, bro. Now I got to pick you apart. I see on his shirts and stuff like that, on the sleeve, on the shoulder, sometimes it says JC. I don't know if that stands for Jesus Christ or not. I thought it does. I think it does, because I know Deion has no shame in promoting Jesus Christ. But putting it on your shoulder is one thing. Putting it on your shirt is one thing. Living it, is another. Showing that example is another. So I think that's what the JC stands for. I could be incorrect, but I just thought, I could be incorrect. But you see the video that I have on the screen right now. I left all of my guys' social media platforms and everything else up there because I like little brother. I like little brother. Microphone. I like little brother. So give him a holler, give him a follow, give him a sub, do all of that. I like him. I love his material. So I like little brother. So I'm going to use his video to kind of bring us to the point that I'm trying to make. So let's get into it.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Towards the beginning of last year, Colorado was a very enigmatic team, and they were quite fun to watch. Deion Sanders and his sons brought a specific swagger to Colorado. I mean, who could forget the...
And we were ready. We were eating it up. We were ready. We were ready to win the college national championship with these boys last year.
Back and forth between Deion Sanders and Jay Norvell, which eventually resulted in Colorado winning against Colorado State and Deion Sanders selling his own line of sunglasses. Following their first 3 games, things got really ugly in a hurry for Colorado.
It really
It's
did.
almost as if they were outmatched by every single program that was actually ranked, losing 6-42 to Oregon, only losing to...
And what was so bad about these losses that they took was the amount of trash talk that they did before these games that just, bro, you put a target on your back unnecessarily. So I don't want to talk about the sports aspect of it because this channel isn't for sports. We have another channel for that. But I just want to, stick to the story, but I just had to say that. They put such a huge target on their back, bro. They were like the Dallas Cowboys of college football last year. Like, they were going to get every team's best just so every team can make sure that they weren't on the losing end of a game with Colorado.
8th ranked USC by a touchdown before winning their final game of the season versus Arizona State. They had some close games against Stanford and Arizona, but when it was all, the team really liked to talk trash. But not only did they like to talk trash, they did fun. This team went 4-8 in Deion Sanders' first season. People memed Deion Sanders for this mercilessly, primarily because this team really liked to talk trash. But not only did they like to talk trash, they did whatever they possibly could to get social media attention, which is famously why Dan Lanning said this during their game.
The Cinderella story is over, man. They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins.
Now look, bro, I remember this game, I remember this speech, I remember all of this. And I was like, man, doesn't look too good for y'all today, bro. Listen, this isn't just for sports, but just trash talking, period, in life. See, the world wants to teach you to crap on everybody. You have a better car than this one. Better hair than this one, better makeup than that one for the ladies, a better body than this one for the men. You got a better car, better house, a better woman. Like, everybody's competing, throwing things in each other's face, and all of this is vanity. And what you're doing is, all you're doing is making your fall greater and more enjoyable for those around you when it takes place. There's no need for all of this extra stuff when you're winning in life. Be thankful to God that you're winning in life and shut up. Be thankful to God that the true and living God is being merciful to you, is shining down on you, and shut your mouth.
There's a difference, right? There's a difference. This game ain't gonna be played in Hollywood, it's gonna be played on the grass, right? It's gonna be played on the grass.
But regardless, you couldn't deny the fact that Deion Sanders was building something special, but at the same time, he was kind of doing it in a way that made him a little unlikable.
And long story short, did Deion make that team better? Yes. I don't care about your expectations. They were 4 times better than the team before. The team last year won 1 game. Deion won 4. I don't care. It's a better team. Now we could talk about how much better at the end of this season. But as of right now, did Deion improve Colorado Buffalo's football program? Yes, undeniably, by 4 times. Now, can that saying be changed after this year? Yes. But you're going to have to wait for those final numbers. You feel me? So give credit where credit is due. But it's not what you do, it's how you go about doing it. That's why we're here talking today.
The first really bad controversy in regards to Deion Sanders, in my opinion, came all the way back in late
Now look
April,
at that. And I didn't understand that. Y'all saw what that dude did in the clip just now?
He was kind of doing it in a way that made him a little unlikable. And the first really bad controversy in regards to Deion Sanders...
Look at that, look at that, look at that. Now Deion tried to bring the man in for a hug, and the man hit him with a stiff arm, then jacked his arm away. But this is my thing about it. Even if Deion was talking sometimes, you wouldn't do that to one of those European coaches. So let me get to you. Because see, there's so many dynamics in this whole situation. You understand? It's one of those family situations where it's like, yeah, this is my family. And even though they're wrong, I'm going to talk to them about the wrong that they're doing. I'm not going to let you handle them any kind of way. But it's like, look at how our brother in front of everybody is going to put on this big display of hatred towards Deion. And I got to really dig back into that story and see exactly what took place. Because I thought I remembered that game too. See, I thought that, yes, I was about to say, I thought this game took place when he was still at the HBCU. And it is. I'm looking at the shirt. It says Jackson State. So I do know about this game. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say that may be...
What's happening? Big Shade reporting for Duden. Look, I just want to say I most definitely appreciate the views and any interactions. I've had a few people reaching out to me, sending direct messages and things like that. What I need for you to do is make sure you are subscribed. Like the video, leave a comment. No matter what it is, just leave a comment. If you want the word, the message to spread, to grow, if you want to contribute and be a part of the Yellow Cafe community, just do that for me so that we could get this message spread out. Make sure you like. It takes no time. It costs you nothing. Subscribe. It costs you nothing. It takes you no time. Leave a comment for me. You understand? That's all you have to do. If you're rocking with us, you can go find the plate emoji. If you're in the Yellow Cafe podcast and you came here to eat, drop a plate emoji, drop whatever. But just show some interaction so we could grow. Appreciate you.
I think this is the son of Eddie Robinson, the great coach from Grambling. I think this is his son. I think this is Junior. But you still don't do that for the world to see. We got to handle family business in a different manner.
Opinion came all the way back in late April when this piece from The Athletic came out in regards to the culture shift when Deion Sanders was hired. If you've missed this article, we've done a video on it before back in April, but to quickly summarize what went down, Deion Sanders was hired as the head coach of Colorado. 53 players ended up transferring, including Owen McCown, which was the son of Cade McCown. There was a bit of a sob story of how this entire team became closer together because they all sucked.
I was about to say something about the McCowns and their football reputation, but never mind.
They went through a losing season together before telling stories of multiple players who felt like they never really got an opportunity to succeed. The article said that Sanders walked into the first Colorado team meeting on December 4th, Tupac's All Eyes on Me on the speakers and delivered.
This what I wanted to get to. Deion, as a professing Christian, why is any Tupac song being played in your building? And I'm not talking about your players, the kids, the youth, listening to music that they listen to. I'm not talking about them playing it. Why are you, the adult in the room, the main adult in the room? Why are you ushering in Tupac, All Eyes on Me, and all of its vanity and all of its sin? Why are you ushering that spirit into your atmosphere? But yet you're going to call on Jesus Christ at some point. Tupac's All Eyes on... Why? Why are we even playing? Like, why? You're stepping into this stuff full of vanity, full of pride, full of every spirit that God does not like. I'm not saying it's just to speak against Deion. It's like, hold up, bro. I want you to be who it is that you are saying that you are, who you can be. I want to see the fullness of Deion, the fullness of a man bringing Christianity to his football program, discipline, maturity, and all of that. But you keep undercutting it with the same sinful nature of the children that you're trying to teach. That I can see a child playing Tupac, not you, bro. And then you got it on the speakers. You just being just so prideful about it, so cocky about it.
His first warning: I'm coming to restore, to replace, to re-energize some of y'all that are salvageable. But I'm not gonna lie, everybody that's sitting there butting a seat ain't gonna have a seat when we get back. Are you ready?
All of that could have been the true message, how you really felt, and never spoken to those dudes like that, bro. You never had to speak it to those dudes like that. You could have literally just had this team made exactly how you wanted it, every player that you wanted in every position that you wanted, and everybody could have sat back and just knew, oh, he did what he wanted with his team. And that's what anybody else would have did the same exact way. But you put so much extra energy and so much extra disrespect and unnecessary attention on what you were doing just to look cool, bruh. Just to look cool, bruh.
True freshman said he didn't feel like he was being a dick about it, but he also did mention how every day felt like a tryout. It kind of felt like a reality TV show. It felt like it was us versus them instead of all of us together. That's the best.
Now see, this is a dynamic that not many people are talking about. So you can look from the outside and just speak on different things and give your opinion. But look at what these dudes are really saying. I can understand this fully, bruh. I've been on jobs where it's like this. New crews are brought in, new management is brought in, and you know that this management has every intention to put the people that they want in place where they want them. And some of the people that were already there are gonna get let go too. You know it. And from the second these new people come onto the job or onto the team or whatever, you already know you're at a disadvantage because this is who the head man, the coach or the boss or whoever wants in my position. So I could be everything I'm supposed to be and still get overlooked because their mind is already made up. I don't think that's healthy at all, bruh. Even if you know you're still gonna roll with your dudes, you're supposed to have the atmosphere in a condition of everyone feeling as though, man, look, may the best man win. That's what you should want anyway. Because if some of these dudes that are already there are beating out some of your guys, they should earn a spot there. Now, I know they only won one game the season before. So how many of them do you think are actually good? I don't know. But your players didn't play for Colorado last year either. So I don't know what their record would have been. So everyone should be starting from scratch. But I just think Deion handled this like he put his skill out there on display as though all of the players that he wanted had that same type of skill. And we know Deion, all these players are not Deion. How do we know that? Because no one's Deion except Deion. There's only one Deion. So I know you don't have 50 of them. There's only one you that we've ever seen in the whole existence of the NFL. So I know you didn't just stumble upon 50 of you. 50 mini Deion. I know you didn't. Travis Hunter, he's close. He's close. I'll give you him. That's the only one I'll give you. I'll give you Travis Hunter. He is an animal. But the craziest part about it is your coldest player is your most respectable, most mature player. Travis Hunter, I love Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter had that dude hit him with that dirty shot in the Colorado State game, break his ribs, and had him missing multiple games. Travis Hunter, did I say Travis Scott at any point? I hope I didn't call this man Travis Scott, because I do not love Travis Scott. As a person, I do, but what he stands for, I most definitely do not. I hope I only said Travis Hunter. I don't know why Travis Scott just popped into my head, because they look alike too. But Travis Hunter, I'm only speaking on Travis Hunter. Travis Scott, you are a whole nother video for a whole nother day, my brother. I'm praying for you, man. But Travis Hunter went and did an interview with the dude who intentionally hurt him and everything, made up with him. I'm sitting there watching the interview like, man, don't be on camera with this dude. Like, I was mad for him. He was a bigger man than me. And he's the coldest player. But he doesn't take on the image of Deion. He wants to be like Deion, playing both sides of the ball, being a phenomenal player. But his maturity is on a whole nother level from Deion. See, Deion's son is running around with that pride that Deion has when the best player on the team is conducting himself like a true Christian. I love Travis Hunter. I love how he conducts himself. He is easily the best player on that team and is humble, is a sweet dude. And when I say sweet, I don't mean it in a bad manner that we take sweet as. Yes, you can be sweet as a man. We're supposed to be sweet, meaning good, kind-hearted people. That's a sweet young man. That doesn't mean go play with him. That doesn't mean you go play with him. That does not mean go play with the man. That's not what I'm telling you at all. What I'm saying is he's comfortable in his own skin. He's kind. He seems compassionate. He seems forgiving. I love that little dude's character, bro. But the rest of those, I don't even know about the rest of the players. I think it may just be Shedeur. Shedeur is one of the only ones I see talking this trash at a level that's just like, Look, brother, I love you, bro, but you're putting a target on your back that is not necessary. And you can really grow to be a great NFL player, bro.